The Type 94, and I actually put too much glue in the immediate dentures, which hopefully in a couple weeks we will be able to get some new ones. But anyway, the Zeppelin, I got it assembled. Very little cleanup. I got to sand just a little bit more on the engines here. The propellers are a little thick, if you can see right there, but you know, it is what it is for the era of the kit, and that's one thing why I like basically 70s era kits. The simplicity. I mean, you know, just not a whole lot of part count. You know, and it looks like it. That's one thing that's you know, it may not have the exact proportion on the propeller, but hey, I mean, it looks like the airship. Got the landing gear on, which I didn't know it was on there, but anyway, it is. We're looking at this upside down. I haven't got the wings on. I'll show that in just a moment. The kit does fit. There is one little gap right there, and that's because let's see if I can explain that. It does fit like this, but it actually wants to hang over just a tad, and that's for the you actually don't have a seam. That's actually to represent the frame itself, and it's just over just enough. And I've had to take the back of the knife and just try to get that down just just a little bit. But anyway, there is that on the airship. So just a little more sanding, and hopefully we can try to paint this this upcoming weekend, because I got to find out. I know it's supposed to be like a silver, but I may go a lighter gray and kind of mist the silver on. Try to stay away from too metallic color. But anyway, the kit itself, it's 70s. You know, brings back a lot of memories. You can see like you got a seam there on the side. You know, because you kind of misaligned it or something. Take Mr. Old Hobby Knife on the back here, and you start sanding it down. You know, I can remember many years just sandpaper, which is included in your hobby knife scraper. Anyway, get that sanded down like that with your hobby knife, and then this is something I do, and to me it works, and it polishes it. Take your liquid cement after you sand it, and you can use a sanding stick or the back of your knife, and just go in and glue it, and I think it turns out, I think it blends in everything, and the sanding dust, and just makes a nice, good, solid piece. But anyway, that's my little trick on seams. Type 94. Last I left off on that, I have finally got all the parts on, and that is the clear part for the lens there, and the clear part for the goggles. So, had to get that on, had to let that dry. Now I need to paint the goggles, because they're basically leather around the clear parts. Put a wash on the Gantu, the samurai sword there, and then all I'm going to do is dry brush that, and you pick out some of the little details, paint that, and I'm pretty much done with the figure, and I just need to weather just a little bit more on the tank itself, and then I need to finish the groundwork, which I need to lighten it up just a tad. It's a little too dark, I think, and I need to add vegetation. I want some grass and everything. I'm kind of playing it by ear what I want on it, but anyway, trying to make it island, but not too island. That's trying to make it generic groundwork, but trying to make it island. But anyway, that is where I am on the Type 94, which I think has turned out pretty darn slick. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. Trying to continue working on the Type 94, and we are building an airship. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.